The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for James Conner. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success. There, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The 33. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot. But we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. To throw is Murray. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A draft day trade sent Hollywood Brown much closer to Hollywood when Baltimore shipped him to Arizona for a first-round pick. He's joining the Cardinals at a great time, too, coming off of a breakout season.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mayfield on first down. Dancing to his left. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
The Panthers had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, that'd be...
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Mayfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the sack on first down, Murray, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Here's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, this from 33. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway. And we set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rolling to his right. This pass into the hands of Green going across the middle. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Conner, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception
hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brand, that's just not right. You throw it over the middle into all that coverage, and the tip ball goes your way.
Dangerous, but hey, I guess the outcome worked, right?
Well, boy, did it ever. And boy, that's the type of play that can give a team a lot of momentum.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Play fake. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray a give. This is Connor. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Murray. He's got Brown on the out route complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's now a half-dozen interceptions.
Partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Amari Barno in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On second down, Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Ingram going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Able to get away. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And now here is another interception. And the return will stop right around the 25. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Piñeiro. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
This is up and good from Piñeiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Up the middle, Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Murray, one final try. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers.